I will admit, it is weird to start a game up, and it just loads. Nothing special. I didn't do anything special. Just poof, it's there. So I know that folks probably a good number of people traveling. I mean, Christmas is in 4 days. Technically 5 days. Let's see, the 22nd, 23rd, 24th, 25th is in 4 days. 23rd is in 2 days. So some people might be traveling. I didn't really want to... Oh, hello. Summer and Omelad. Summer and Omelad. Anyway, thank you for following. You're number 99. We're one away from 100 followers, which is very exciting. Some random lad. Oh, I feel dumb now. I feel a little dumb. That's okay. So we're doing this today. There won't be a stream on Friday. I couldn't get past summer. Summer and Omelad. I couldn't get past it. I don't know if he's watching live or if he's watching one of the replays. Oh, no, he is. Hello. But thank you. Also, I don't think they're watching right now because it followed yesterday. But Jamaju or something like that followed yesterday. So, thank you for that. We're just playing some Railway Empire. It's kind of laid back. There's nothing particularly stressful about it, but I thought with people doing traveling and whatnot, I didn't want to live record XCOM. I want to try on Mondays anyways, on the Monday live streams, to kind of do random other things. So it's kind of the chance to do that without hopelessly costing me anything particularly. So I know not many are watching now, but if you're watching the replay on YouTube, which will go up tomorrow, so the 20 should go up at 6 p.m. tomorrow, the 22nd. So if you're watching that, hello. And it will be a stream replay, because we can stream to YouTube and keep it private. So that's what we're doing. So nobody can see it on YouTube. We're not breaking any rules. Anyways, I have played a good amount of this game. I just play it when I need something to veg and do. I'm doing alright. How you doing? How's everybody doing? I think if Twitch isn't lying to me, then we only have 3 or 4 folks watching. But how is everybody doing? Those who are kindly watching. The music's fun in this game. I like it. Anyway, where's chapter 1? Chapter 1's over here. It's almost... These little cutscenes at the beginning feel like they came out of something that I would have watched in middle school about history. But anyways, you can learn something new, I guess. So we're going to play through the main story rather than do any of the other... hello, Molten. Rather than do any of the other scenarios, because then I'd be explaining what's going on the whole time. And this way we can kind of learn as we go. Or you guys can learn as I go. Either or. So the first chapter takes you to the construction sites of the Union Pacific Railroad, which was started in 1863. Tracks were built westwards to establish the first transcontinental line. I almost said railroad for some reason. The first transcontinental line. While you are conquering the vastness of the Great Plains and the heights of the Rocky Mountains with your tracks, you will learn the basics of Railway Empire. It is not Destiny. I am, too, equally sad. Don't rule Destiny out. We may very well do 2 separate streams. And I say 2 separate streams because I don't know how to stream from my PlayStation. At all. But don't rule out the chance that we could do Destiny. Because it may very well happen. Just to YouTube or to Twitch or to... I don't know. Can my Wi-Fi even handle streaming 4K? No idea. We'll learn as we go. So I don't even know. I could probably plug my mic into my... Anyway, we'll get there. We'll figure it out. So, Thomas Clark Durant, the visionary in charge of the Union Pacific, will assist you. Just do normal pause. Yeah,
I did an evaluation of the contenders, and
Ah,
I am the best choice.
they've redone it. They did this for Halloween too. They made you all scary looking. Now I'm a nutcracker apparently. There are different people that you can pick, but I think through the story you have to be the industrialist.
Sometimes I think about giving everything up and dedicating my life to poetry. How about you?
And I came up with the clever name of Thomas Rail because I have no creativity.
In 1863, on the banks
This is
of
what
the
I said
Missouri
feels
River,
like,
the last chapter in the monumental undertaking of the
something you watch in
Transcontinental
middle
Railroad
school.
began.
Oh, shush.
The workers of the Union Pacific Railroad began laying their tracks westward from Omaha.
I'm
through
already
the
bored.
wild heart of the North American continent.
I'm already bored.
Massive challenges awaited them.
Yeah, they built a railroad. I can't do it.
Greetings. My name is Thomas Clark Durand.
No, it's not.
Exactly, the head of Union Pacific.
The
We will go
head of
down in
Union
history as the ones who created the Transcontinental Railroad.
That's fun.
And that, my friend, is
Oh,
your job as chief
I had to follow
engineer.
his instructions.
I can't supervise everything here on site right now, as I have to meet with some politicians in Washington.
Yeah, I'm awake.
First, you should familiarize yourself with the basic controls. Move the camera in all directions.
I couldn't do it. I could not sit and watch that.
Now,
I
test
haven't.
the
I've never
camera's
seen them.
Zoom function. You can
Yes, I know how
also
the game
rotate
works.
The camera.
Oh,
Give
I
it a
forgot this
try.
was a tutorial. I know.
Very good.
I know.
Now you know the basic controls. Your first task is to create a rail connection between Omaha and Norfolk to the
Came
northwest.
to watch a game, not watch a history lesson.
Both cities will need a station for this. You already have a station in Omaha, but you
I
still
know
need to
how
build
the
one
game
in
works.
Norfolk. To do this, switch to building construction mode. Very good.
Can I just
Now the
straight
two
up?
stations need to be connected with tracks. To do this, switch to track
Cheating.
construction mode. Now plan the tracks between the stations in Norfolk and Omaha. To do this, select the two station tracks one after the other. Then pay for your track planning. Now create your first train so that you can set up a rail line between your stations.
So, let me tell you a couple little things that it's important to remember in this game as we play. It has quote-unquote realistic track. So, in other words, your trains cannot ride. They can't travel through each other, and the reason that that's kind of important is because you've got to build accordingly. So it just wants me to build one, but I know how this tutorial goes. So I've built two parallel tracks, and I have put some cross sections here. So now I'm going to put down signals to kind of let our trains know which way they can go. Now you can either place one down in each direction, but that's not going to force the trains to use one track over the other. So what I'm going to do so that traffic will travel appropriately is switch them so that they are one-way only, and then you can see that the game goes ahead and tells me that they can only go one way or the other. And then I'm just going to hold control and just get the signals. So each train will stop. So if there's a train in front of it, it will stop at each one so that they don't, because otherwise they'll stop and it's just it's a pain, and you'll kind of see as we go, which is why I'm also doing the tutorial.
Initially, your train only exists on paper.
I know.
It's not much use to you without a locomotive.
Ta-da!
Now you can see the journey your train will take. If there is something to transport, the train will automatically take it.
Kind of going without saying things because I know he's going to talk to me as I go. The big thing that
Very good.
they like to
Your
have
train
is
now traveling
meat
between
and beer.
Omaha and Norfolk.
That's the
But
big
you can
thing.
do even
They
more.
prefer to have meat
Each
and beer.
city needs goods from the surrounding area.
Yup.
For example, every city needs corn. Look, there is a corn farm near Omaha. Until now, the corn has made it to the city in the conventional way, but we want to change that. Now construct a rural train station in the marked location with a corn farm within its radius.
So, I'm kind of going ahead of him a little bit, but I can see the demand, the supply and demand of every city. So Omaha has no demand for grain. Oh no, they have a tiny demand for grain. They have a big demand for cattle because they have a meat industry here. They have a small demand for corn, or a small demand for corn, a small demand for wood, and a small demand for beer. But of course, you can only get beer from other cities. I'm going to just ignore what I'm told.
Now connect the new rural train station to the station in Omaha.
Yoink.
And now things are getting tricky as we have to deal with a logistical problem. As Norfolk should also enjoy fresh corn, there will soon be 2 trains traveling on the stretch of track between Omaha and Norfolk. Of course, this will then result in a conflict. Since trains cannot travel through each other, you'll need a sidetrack between Omaha and Norfolk.
See?
This consists of 1 parallel track and 2 signals.
Called it.
Excellent. However, your trains won't necessarily use the sidetrack, as they generally always take the shortest route. For this reason, you'll also have to specify the direction of travel on each parallel track.
See why I did it?
Now open building construction mode and set up a signal in the highlighted area pointing in the direction of the switch. Trains will then be able to stop here when the single track is in use.
Where do you want me to build something? I've already done it. Signal at correct position. Where do you want me to do my thing? Open the building construction mode, set up a signal in the highlighted area. No area is highlighted, man. I have no highlighted area. I've broken the game by being too good. Where do you want this signal? Do we want it there? No. I'm too good at the game. Well, it takes talent to straight up break it. Usually there's like a little highlighted area, and I want to say it's like right here. Where does it want it? Speak to me, game. Oops. Anyway, that's the long and short of it. Thanks for stopping by my TED Talk. I broke it. We're gonna go to the second one. That's a very, very, very poor walk through what you need to do. Anyway.
I did an evaluation of the contingent.
Shut up, me. Such a different pace. And it's kind of nice. Hey.
1830,
Nope,
the-
I can't do it.
I've been waiting for you. I'm Philip Evan Thomas.
He's been
It's
waiting
always
for
been
me.
my dream to build a railroad to the Ohio River and beyond. That
Why does
would
he
help
sound like such a
everyone,
classic?
both the settlers and the natives. And I need your help with that. First of all, I have 2
Look how
tasks
close
for
they
you in
are
order
with-
to
to
build
each
a
other.
base
Look at
from
this.
where we can monitor further activities.
Just a
But as I learned back
Little
when I
jaunt.
was a bank clerk, the books must always balance. So take care to make a profit, even with these preliminary assignments.
So what the game does is it gives you a task and when they have to be completed by. I have to connect Baltimore and Washington before the end of 1831, and I have to connect 3 rural businesses to your rail network, which is what the game is trying to tell me how to do before I broke it too quickly. Also, I have competitors to which I have to be aware of because my tracks cannot go through their tracks, and they will try and buy me out because in this game it's just a little disturbingly too realistic at how quickly they want to buy my company. So I need to connect Baltimore and Washington, and I think just about everything travels through Baltimore and or Washington. So you can build different sized train stations. So a small train station only has 1 track, so it can only connect to 1 track. So if things are traveling through it, that's a problemo. A standard train station has 2, which is usually what I use, and then a large train station, which is what's up there in Baltimore, has 4, and that is what I'm going to do. Also, it didn't tell me anything about it because I broke the tutorial too quickly, but placing the station in the middle of the town is also preferable. And the other thing to remember is incline. These are trains, so incline can be a big deal. Also, it costs more money to build a bridge or a tunnel, like a ton more. So all I really have to pay is for the train track and the earthworks, because of course we've got to raise some and dig some down. My question is, can I make it look uglier, but less of an incline? And the answer is, I don't remember, but I think I'm making it worse, not better. I sure am, because there's this tiny little 12% increase. Can I make you any calmer? No? Okay. Guess we'll go with the 4%.
Oh, who's this new fish swimming in our pond?
There we go.
Greetings from the beautiful city of Charlotte. What was your name again? Beautiful stranger, wasn't it? Well, that's what you look like. Just let me know if you need help push-starting your trains.
I don't like a single competitor in this game. I think I'm not supposed to, but... So what I'm doing here is making it so that every track connects to every other track. It's not necessarily the prettiest, but now you can see that from any track... What am I missing? Because if I'm on this one, I can get to here, but if I'm on this one, I cannot get to over here. Hang on. My brain is thinking. Of course, it'd be a little awkward if any other part of me was thinking. Or maybe I'd be rich because I could... Wow, that guy can think with his hands. Anyway, this is usually what I do, but I feel like I'm missing something because I can get from here to over here, and I can get from here to any... But I can't... Ah, it'll work. It'll work. Well, the good news is when you're in construction mode, time doesn't progress. Just like real life. This here, just because this is my main through area here. I don't know why we have that there, and actually I don't need this here. It's also important to remember that the supply tower counts as a signal, in case I forget that that's the case. What's my other task? Connect 3 rural businesses.
Look, to be clear, I have nothing
Oh, he's a polar
against
bear.
strangers. Some of my best friends are strangers. But you're not from here, and New York is my city. That's where I do business. I say when the trains roll, where they're going, and why. As long as you don't get in my way, everything will be A-okay between us.
So,
I see our 2 competitors have introduced themselves to you. They have different approaches, and so will behave differently.
ta-da!
Basically, however, they want to expand their
My 1830
rail
train's
networks
looking
and make a
fine.
profit just like you do. So stay on guard and don't let them take advantage of you.
So the it seems to be for season 3. I'm gonna drop it down to 72 hours. It seems to be actually the agreed upon between most people. Is interesting. Is my brain's turned off. 72 hours. Wow, it just completely stopped. So Washington has a cheese business, which means it needs milk to swap. Or it takes milk, turns it into cheese. I don't know why the game decides to make them. Does Baltimore have a demand for? No, I don't want that. Stop it. Does Baltimore have a? There we go. Have a demand for cheese, I guess. No, there's no demand for cheese. Literally no demand for cheese. And yet, Washington thought, let's build and make cheese. Oh, well. Let's see. The other thing that you can see is there's kind of a radius. And so the bigger train stations can actually reach 2 of them. Which I think I will do. Yeah, I can't build that way at all. So we'll do that here. And this here. Kind of have a twofer going there. And I think that will actually work better than what I was going to do. See? See how much the bridge costs? Almost half of the cost. Well, not half, but a large chunk of it's just from that bridge. We do not need a bridge. I will deal with the incline. That's fine, but I don't need a bridge. The game likes to default to costing you way more money than you need to spend. And this also, by getting this built all now, will hopefully put a wrench in my competitors' work up here in New York. The only thing is that turning... Oh, no, I can get a turn easy. Okay, cool. Because I want to go up to New York eventually as well. No. Uh-huh. Again with the bridges. Stop with the bridges! It's one little hill. Just get the little engine that could. And get over yourself. I already have to build a bridge because of this. It refuses. Also, here's something stupid about this game.
Gets, the greater its demands get too.
Okay.
At some point, the goods from the immediate area
It
will
did
no
it
longer be enough.
anyway. Stop
That's
it.
where the railroad comes in handy. Now select Baltimore to take a closer
Like
look at
tiny
the city.
little stretches of land. Or stretches of track, but not do the bridge. The good news is when you build parallel tracks, you save money. The bad news is that for whatever stupid reason... Hello, Titan. What? I was still grieving the pulse rifle. Right? Well, with The Mandalorian being on a Friday, I mean, people have the entire weekend to watch it. So... something dumb about this game, I've never understood it, and I never will understand it, is that you cannot have 4 bridge tracks running parallel, which is why I took this and made it look all butt ugly, because you literally can't have it any other way. Also, I'm going to have to wait till here to do all that track switching. I'm by no means really good at this game. I just know what I'm doing. I might be doing it badly, but I at least know what I'm doing. Okay, yeah. There we go. It's in a curve, so I've got to take more money. Also, if you want a little bit of a guess, this is 3 miles of track. Obviously not quite to scale. And you can build tracks which will automatically decide who's going to go where, but I much prefer to have control over that because the AI is not always the smartest with where it sends the trains. But it is pretty chill. Anytime where my brain's really tired but I want to distract myself, I'll play this. Now, I thought that the Razor Crest shows up in Return of the... Not Return of the Anybody. The Rise of Skywalker, Episode 9. Which means at some point they'll have to rebuild the exact same ship. Right? Am I wrong there? Am I right there? Hop it up. Hop it up. Also, I'm wondering at what point they will ditch Mando's Beskar. Because I didn't build these for some weird reason. Oh, just didn't build that one. Oh, they're all off kilter. What's going on here? Can I? I can. Good. And the reason I say I wonder when they're going to get rid of his Beskar is it always feels like a really convenient plot device that he can't get hurt and he gets shot and doesn't have to take cover. But maybe that's just the point, is that you're never really worried about Mando and more concerned about everybody else in the show, i.e. Baby Yoda, so on and so forth. Up. Crud. Just missed. Cool. Okay. It wants me to click on Baltimore, but I want to get everything working first. So I know how much money I have actually left to play with. Alright, let's do that. Prioritize the cows. Deliver that to Baltimore. Cool. So it will bring cows and drive back with nothing. Grab more cows. Take it into to Baltimore to be turned into not cows. And then we'll prioritize milk and head to Washington. And then I will have somebody here not prioritizing either also go to Baltimore. Alright. Make sure that we're not overloading anywhere. Well, yeah, that's a good point. Alright, so bigger, it wants me to actually click on
Baltimore,
demands.
where the headquarters of our firm is located, has a large clothing
I
industry.
need cloth.
The city therefore needs a constant supply of fabrics. In New York, on the other hand, the fashion-conscious customers are waiting for deliveries of ready-tailored goods. Lay a rail line between Baltimore and New York so that the clothing produced in Baltimore can be delivered to New York.
Now, the good news is I don't need anything more than a
What are you doing with this station here? I'm already
standard
here.
station. He gets kind of crabby. Also, I want to build the least amount of bridge possible. So can I do this here? Yes, I can. Holy mac and cheese, that's a whole lot of incline. Hang on. There we go. Because again, we want the least amount of bridge because bridges are obnoxiously expensive. So for this tiny little stretch of bridge, I'm paying way more than the entirety of this track. It's obnoxious. Let's kind of go around you here. Nope, bridge. Why? Why, game, do you insist on building bridges that aren't necessary? We'll run a parallel stretch. And I'm... Just like that, I'm running low on money. And actually, you can... Because it's the first story mission, you can really burn through a lot of your cash. And they'll just kind of reprimand you a little bit, but... And give you more. But if anybody has questions about why I'm doing what I'm doing, just to ask. Because this is the kind of game that I will just totally veg out and not talk. But I am reading the chat. Can we talk about the post-credit scene here? No, that's still in the spoiler ban. We're not talking about the final episode, which has a post-credit scene, which is all I will say until Christmas, but we won't have a stream Christmas, so the stream after Christmas. Baltimore and Ohio, which I think is the name, increases route length over 1,000 miles of track. Yay. Now, New York has... What? What does New York want? New York has a demand for corn, grain, wood, a huge demand. No, okay, this is the demand. Excuse me. Well, they have a demand. They do have a demand for clothes. And it looks like my competitor is fulfilling the lumber requirements, but I can take care of the grain and the corn and the milk demand. There is no demand for cheese still. Which begs the question, why is Washington making cheese? Who wants the cheese? Nobody knows. Alright, so this needs to go over to Baltimore. And the priority in Baltimore needs to be the clothes, because that's the only place that will take them. So, more so than anything else, I want them taking clothes. And I will let the AI decide what
I'll let you
Baltimore
get on
wants.
with your responsibilities.
Passengers, apparently.
Stay alert. I will check on your progress from time to time.
So we'll deliver those goods there. Milk and grain. Do they have a demand for... They have a demand for meat, a demand for beer. Everyone wants beer. And they do have a demand for vegetables, so there you go. But they do not have a demand for cows, I assume. Cattle, technically. They do not, so... prioritize vegetables and deliver those. So that's... I have new tasks. I have to connect Baltimore and Pittsburgh. I have $90,000 left. I need to deliver 10 loads of cotton to Pittsburgh and deliver 20 loads of clothing to New York, which I'm already working on. I want cheese. I love actually using Twitch now. Booyah! Well, I'm happy you're enjoying it. Cheese sticks. I want cheese too, but it's late. My parents will tell me to go to sleep. So I need to connect. So we've got cotton. We've got Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh. Oh, that's right. That is... How many years do I have to do that? 2 years. In case you're curious, I need to connect Baltimore to... Which really, I can just do this. Run a parallel track here. And then curve off into nothingness. But I've got to get over this somehow to over here. Now, I wouldn't do this because it's just one big, beautiful tunnel. But if I was going to build one big, beautiful tunnel, it would be $17 million. See, look at that. Tracks is almost $100,000, which I could afford. Almost $1.6 million on tunnels. And then about $20K on bridges. What I can do is make it nigh impossible to traverse. Let's see. Nope. You are not allowed to build a stinking bridge. Stop with the bridges. Enough with the bridges already. Okay, it looks like there's a little area here. It's not gonna be pretty, but nope, that's a tunnel. That's a bridge. Oh, come on. Guys. Oh, it's because I put the track in the middle of the... That's why. Mm-hmm. We'll deal with the incline as we get it here. Kind of drive around. It's not going to be pretty, but I might be able to get away with just clearing some trees here. Where's Pittsburgh? Way over there. Got it. I think I'm doing it. I'm doing it. Just drive around the mountains. Yeah, that'll work. I mean, that's still 200,000, but that's way better than 1 point something million. I do. When it comes to this game, I hate bridge. Oh, I hit my mic arm. Sorry. I hate bridges in this game. It makes me want to rip my hair out. And the game's like, hey, you want a bridge? I want to make sure that what starts to happen very quickly, because Baltimore is right in the middle, is it will become kind of congested. Now, I can build kind of a drive around, but again, I need a bridge, which is expensive. And really, if it's going to Washington, I don't feel like doing that. But I've got 4 tracks, so... But I'm still confused why Washington is making cheese. Look, they've got... Their warehouse is literally full of cheese, because nobody wants cheese. Now, I really should... Nobody wants cheese. What is this? This is the... I'll tell you what I need to build soon. Is, better trains and warehouses. They're maintenance buildings, but they cost money, and I'd rather the trains just break down because they're not taken care of.
Say, are you a bit slow? I have already bid.
Mm-hmm. I outbid you. Okay, do I have any trains not making me money? The New York to Baltimore apparently hasn't even gotten to where it's going yet. Where are you? You're right here. Alright, so I'm going to take and make another New York to Baltimore, but prioritize mail and passengers. Take it over to Baltimore, and again, prioritize mail and passengers so that we've got a train specifically doing that. I didn't read that. That was probably some little bit of history for you. So what I don't want is people waiting to get into towns. Much. I mean, that will happen some. What are you taking? Boom! A load of clothes. Just a ton of clothes. What kind of train is this, anyway? Love how the guy's just standing there. They don't do anything. He just stands there. What are you taking? Ah. Cows. You got much cows. Anyway. I will also just stare at the trains that are running because I'm a child. What is this? What is... Oh, I see what I've done. I've made a mistake. Oh, curses. Oh, I hate to do that again, but I've got to fix my mistake. It's not a big mistake, but there needs to be a crossover here. Well, there is. There's one right here. Shoot. Well, I got rid of that for no reason. Hang on. I've made some kind of boo-boo here. So this can go here. if we do that, then they can just choose which one they want to use where. Okay, that works better. They can just make up their own lines. Let's see if that helps the traveling. Now I have to rebuild that stupid... Well, at some point I'll get it. Because I've got to build... I got to get Pittsburgh connected. And it looks to be the best way to get through is... break off here and kind of see if we can't sneak around most of the big hills and through this little valley and then get over here to Pittsburgh. All these trees. Chop them down. Research-wise, I can increase the transportation fee per freight car by 8%. That's good. Increase the number of passengers. Let's go for the freight, because I'm delivering a ton of freight right now. Let's get the mail. Not that I'm transporting a ton of mail, and I don't have enough innovation points to get the next train yet. And again, if you've joined in recently, hello. I don't think anybody's really said hi recently that I haven't noticed. Okay. Just kind of letting time... Oh, I can speed this up. Let's find one of the trains going from New York to, What are you doing? You're Nolan breeding. You've got that milk. Got that sweet, sweet milk and grain. Problem is there's this huge incline to get into New York. See, because they're going pretty good. They're going pretty fast, and they get stuck on the hill. Even at this speed. I have things breaking down due to bad condition, but I don't have the moolah to really fix that and get... I'd like to get ahead of the game.
Oh no! It looks like one of your trains has a problem.
I don't like her. I don't like her. I'm going to go ahead and get this little farm, Wilson's Farm, connected to Pittsburgh, because I really only need about one train to travel that stretch. Let's do that one. I can actually get a little bit of money by getting a head start on that.
If you transport the clothing from Baltimore with your rail line, you will be making a considerable contribution to the growth of the industry. Everyone profits from that.
Everyone profits from that. Now I just have to manage to sneak through. I mean, not really sneak, but get through this valley. There's a coal mine over there. Oh. Yep. Oh, that's a hill. That's a hill. It's not pretty, but darn it all, it works. Look at that weird squiggly line. Alright, and then... Nope. You and your bridges. Kinda... join it in like so. I'm gonna need about $208,000 to build that. But that's way cheaper than the 1.7 some odd million. Washington's growing.
Excellent.
Ooh.
You could hire train crews in the staff dialogue window.
Okay.
Then you'll need to view the train details of a selected train to assign the staff to it.
You can automatically assign them, which is what I just did.
Now, open the train details of your most important train and assign an engineer and a stoker to it.
Baltimore and Ohio is not... So, basically, you can hire people to write unfavorable news articles about other people.
Don't worry about it. Who's interested in what the tabloids say, right?
Random breakdown. There's another random breakdown. So you can see that this random breakdown is holding the Nolan breeding to New York train. This is Thomas breeding to New York. Hang on. What are you... What is your line doing? What on earth are you doing? Thomas Breeding. Oh, well, that's because you're dumb. And by you, I mean me. Don't be... You just gotta take one of these. This is Thomas Breeding to Baltimore. And you can go over to the 4th line. What trains? Alright, well, there's only 2 taking that.
One of your trains isn't doing what it should be doing.
Okay. Because these 2 lines are going to take more. I've got all these breakdowns due to bad condition. Okay, I've got to take the time. The time has come to build maintenance buildings to actually take care of my trains. Because otherwise they just run and run and run and run. Hello, Zach. Until, they break down. Which is a real shame, because I was doing pretty good on money. Why? Who is in charge of picking industries? Now, I don't own either of them. It's private ownership. I can buy them for obnoxious amounts of funds. Who thought? Look, the closest lumber... Oh, well, there is a close lumber mill. I mean, I don't know who wants these, but... I can actually... That I can understand. The cheese I don't get, because there's not... I mean, Nolan Breeding's over here, and there's a milk place over here, but you had a cheese factory well before. Alright. As you can see, that some tracks have different suitability. This is mixed, so it's not one versus the other. But there are express trains and freight trains. Freight have more traction power, but they're slower. So if you've got an obnoxiously... or an obnoxious incline, you can take care of that. But I'm going to grab the John Bull.
How sweet. You have a new toy.
Yep. How much does it cost to replace all my locomotives? $312,000. So we'll just work on that as we get it. I can no longer afford to do anything on this line, but I do want to see how much it will cost. I'll scratch that. I want to see how much it will cost to get my parallel track running here. Good news is parallel tracks are cheaper. But, I mean, for only so much cheaper. Still $200,000. Baltimore's growing. We'll hire the stoker.
You don't have first call on cities, farms, or mines. Of course, your transport income will fall if your competitors connect these to their rail networks. Tracks, locomotives, buildings, and cash all increase the value of your company. And the higher this is, the higher the price of your company stocks. Just as other companies buy stocks from you, you were able to buy some
just
from
bought
them.
some of my stock.
If you do that, you will profit from the success of your competitors. You should buy stocks via the company dialogue window now.
I don't have enough money, Mr. Rich Man, because you did not give me enough money.
Are you looking to play with the big boys?
mean,
So what now?
Did
My
give me.
spy brought me a real treat from your research department.
Yeah. See, I have to spend all my money to buy 5 shares of her. No. I have more important things to be doing right now. There's a bonus for new industry. I get paid if I build an industry here. Problem is, the cheapest industry I can buy is 150, and I only get 121. It's not worth it. Yeah. So they made them look differently for Christmas time. They did an update, and they did it for Halloween too. So Don Lorenzo right now is a polar bear, and I'm a nutcracker. That isn't normally what you look like. Usually he looks like a New York mobster, which makes sense considering he's stationed in New York. Dreamliner is a new innovator. Yay! I would like to upgrade my trains, but I need $321,000. Now it'll pay dividends back because I can get my stuff to places faster, but there's an incline here. We getting supplies, is that what we're doing? No, we're waiting. What are you waiting on? So you're Nolan breeding to Washington, and you're waiting on Nolan breeding to Washington. I've made a mistake again. I make mistakes all the time in this game. It will funnel cakes. I did it again. Oh hey, I can afford that now. Mobster. I said mobster. Just thought to look back at the live chat and I said mobster. So much mobster. Alright. We need to build a couple supply stations along this route. Boom. Alright, now I have no money because I spent it all on this stupid roundabout area here. Now only track 3 and track 4 can connect to Pittsburgh, so that's something to keep in the back of our mind, but mainly we just want it for connecting to Pittsburgh anyway, so excuse me? No, I can take track 3, which is right here. It can transfer over, and then yeah, it can transfer over, and then so what have I done? I've made a mistake again. Okay, well let's do track 4. Can track 4 connect? No. Can track 3 connect? No. What have I done? I've made some sort of nasty mistake. Hang on, I gotta figure this out. So I can take this, go over, and then go over, and I'm fine, and then I can switch from there. So what is the big deal? Did I not? Aha! I didn't do this. Found my mistake, at least. That's why I can't connect anything. I could not figure out what I had done. It's a mood. It's a real mood every time I say I don't have money. 4 to... There we go. Now I can actually connect to Pittsburgh. Yay! Alright, so... This one can prioritize mail and passengers, but if it doesn't have any mail or passengers, then it will switch to something else. And we will grab the John Bull there. And then we will switch to whichever one's being used less. Prioritize cloth. Over here, prioritize meat and leather over anything else. Okay, I need more money. There we go. Nope, need more money. Boom, I have no money again. Good news is I'm completing tasks. So I just need to deliver 20 loads of clothing before 1834. It's only 1831. I'm doing good. Woo, working class. Now I just need somewhere along the $300,000 line. Ooh, locomotives become... I need more power. Yeah, that's definitely something that I need. Let's get more passengers. Even though I'm pretty sure they're waiting too long as it is. Who's missing supplies? Oh. Ugh. build a little supply tower. Oh, I need to also look. Do you really want... Are you going to force me to buy stuff? No. Force me to buy a share?
I can assure you that your
'Kay.
money is well invested in my company.
This should stay just between us, as it's, well, not
Imposter,
entirely
bro. I
legal.
was doing tasks.
But we need to keep all of our options open. A saboteur has applied for a job with you. If you send him to one of your competitors, he will make trouble for them.
That's...
This can also cause their stock
I don't want to make
price to fall.
assumptions, but our saboteur
You don't have to
has the first name
deploy
of Lauren,
saboteurs to do better than
and
your
also
competitors.
is covered in
You
blood.
could deal with them in a more classy and legal way. Take a look at which routes are more lucrative.
Wow, this is going so
and will
slow.
ensure you become the most important transporter there.
So, the supply
By
towers,
the
I think,
way, your
give water and
competitor,
oil?
Don Lorenzo is a bit of a gang boss. You can imagine that he has
Is
good
a bit
connections
of
to
a gang
bandits
boss.
and saboteurs. So it's much easier for him to deploy such characters.
Hang on. Which line are you going to? No. Oh, great. I did use the right one. Excellent. I was a little concerned that I'd stopped paying attention. Because these two lines can be used elsewhere, but they really need to be used primarily for the Pittsburgh lines. Self-report. Alright, so I need to get up to 300,000 just so I can upgrade all my trains. Pittsburgh, what else would you really like to have? I mean, there, you have a weekly demand for grain and corn and wood and meat and beer, and a huge demand for cotton, which you've got.
You should have learned the most important aspects of your
grain,
position by
corn,
now. I'll
meat,
let you
beer.
get on with your responsibilities.
All the
Stay
info
alert.
info
I will
bubbles.
check on your progress from time to time.
Better cities supplied with goods by rail, the faster it grows. Cool, I knew that. Trains running between cities carry freight and express goods. Express goods should be transported as quickly as possible because you'll then be paid more. Signals and switches. A train that stops the signal could get pushed into the switch in front of it, therefore blocking the train route. We saw that earlier. Train stops that I'm not reading them. We'll just deal with problems as they pop up. That seems to be a good CEO. Not read any of the guides.
The railroad will reach all the way to the west coast.
All right, I have more tasks.
Every day, huge crowds of
Baltimore and
people
Toledo,
set out
100,000
across
in
the
Baltimore,
entire
by
country,
20 shares of the
and the
competitor.
trains will continue to get faster.
Achieve a company.
Don't look at me like that.
Okay.
We can't stop progress.
Oh, more going on. Speed up time. I need more money. You can hire office personnel. Office personnel is nice. Yoink. Just automatically apply. So this actually reduces the cost of new routes by 5%. I'll take it. For now, until there's a better person. Eventually, Miss from Charlotte will get up here, but it looks like she's expanding mostly south, and Don Lorenzo is mostly expanding north into other parts of New York. So there's Buffalo. So I think if I'm normally looking at a map, I look at it this way. Yeah. Oh yeah, Tommy, my bro, what hockey team has it? You kind of supported, but not really.
There seems to be a little problem with one of your locomotives.
I should build a thing here. Just as I got enough
This
money to upgrade
technology
my
is
trains.
mine now.
No, you can't.
Thanks for your work.
No, I hate you.
I've taken one of your employees with me. You don't mind, do you?
Nope, I hate you. stolen all my employees. I've got a promoter. Promote Baltimore. What do you do? Well, be active for 6 weeks and will attract a greater number of new citizens to Baltimore on a regular basis. How much does upgrading all of my trains cost? 350K. That's just the next plan. I'm a little ahead of where I need to be at this point, so. Also, if you are watching on
Are
the
you
YouTube,
enjoying yourself? Don't invade my space.
Angry Polar Bear. If you're watching the replay on, Twitch or in 24 hours YouTube or right
Did
now
you
on
know
Twitch.
that I am speaking in Washington on behalf of some Indian tribes? They have granted me the title of Hiwa Nob, which means the benevolent one.
If you're asking which hockey team, I watch the Columbus Blue Jackets. But it makes sense because I live in Ohio. Hey, I can afford the thingamajig. Yay! Take all my money. This is painfully like real life. Anyway, it's like, ooh, I save up all my money. I finally can afford it. Baltimore reaches 90,000 inhabitants. Don't I only need to hit 100? Well, I'm almost there. I don't need to get there for another 8 years, 7 years.
I bought
can count.
all the newspapers in circulation and burnt them.
Okay. So that's actually going to help me earn money faster just because the trains get to where they're going faster. I'm not seeing any huge holdups, which I will take. So they're moving at a quick pace. Well, these both go from Washington to Baltimore. You guys are supposed to alternate, but whatever.
Out, do you?
Yes, get the tiny amount of cheese that nobody wants. I tell you what we need. Washington needs to switch. I'm pleased as punch. What I need is beer. So I need to get Norfolk, which I believe is how that's pronounced. It's like, it's not Norfolk. It's like you know. I could not tell you exactly how it's pronounced, but it's that town that I'm not going to try and pronounce and accidentally mispronounce it, you know. But I think connecting them would be the right call. I might go through this cornfield to get there. What are you? What do you make? Sugar? Sugar field? Sugar. The Canucks? I tell you what's funny about the name Canucks is that's how it's pronounced. I thought. Yeah. Anyway, so there is a Canadian hockey team called the Canadiens, and there's a Canadian hockey team called the Canucks. Canucks means Canadian. So there's literally one called the Canadiens, and there's one that's called the Canadians, but a different word. But then again, we have the Los Angeles Dodgers, which they're not tough. Oh, no, they're not from Los. Well, the Los Angeles Angels. Dodgers are from. Where are the Dodgers from? Not San Diego. No, they are from San Diego are the Padres. San Francisco are the Giants. I've completely switched sports, and I cannot for the life of me remember where. It's not L.A. It's not. Maybe it is. Los Angeles? No. L.A. is the Angels. Oh, well, now I have to know. Hang on. Dodgers. Where are you from? No, okay, they are L.A. Great. I don't feel as dumb now. I was right. Anyway. But there is the Los Angeles Angels, and when interpreted completely into English, is the Angels. Alright, so I've got to spend 200 grand. That's right, it's a 200 grand station I just built at that farm. Good. Speed up time.
One of your employees was looking for a new position, so I've offered him a job.
I'm certain he was looking. Problem is, getting down to this town that I'm not going to mispronounce, I'm just not going to say it, requires a lot of bridges. Look. Time can... Okay, will not let me. So, I can avoid most of them, but there's no getting around the fact that you have to build a bridge there. So, I need 78-ish grand. And, I mean, you can just straight up build across, but then I need... So, I need a lot of money. Somewhere in the $400,000 range. Everything's going smoothly. I'm way ahead of schedule, right? Tasks, I need... The first one is in 1836, which is 5 years, and I need to connect... Where to where? Toledo? I need to... Where's Toledo? It would be left, because here's Pittsburgh, so it'd be farther left. Yep, there it is. Remembering how maps look. Because a standard map would look more like this, because here's Toledo, which means here's some of the Great Lakes, here's the top of Michigan. Yeah. Okay, well this isn't perfect, because Toledo's kind of in the upper left-hand corner of Ohio, which means Michigan would be more over here, wouldn't it? Anyway. Should I submit a complaint?
That to this day, nobody has erected a memorial to our founding father, George Washington. I hope that the disputes about it will be over someday, and I'll be the first to make a donation towards it.
Uh-huh. Here's the other problem. I don't want to build a bridge. No, no bridges, no bridges, no bridges, no bridges. Just good old-fashioned land. Let's do that. Let's buy that. Run the parallel track this way for a measly that much money. Avoid bridges as much as possible. Whoa, okay. There we go. And then I'll have to run this. It's... Because it looks so ugly, I hate that you cannot run more than 2 tracks parallel with a bridge. It has always irritated me. Ooh, a headhunter. Go get one of my guys back from... Actually, just go get somebody else. Okay, so now I'm connected to Smith Farm. That's a start with my butt-ugly looking bridges. And I need to get down to Norfolk, which is not how that's pronounced. I know it's not folk, but I refuse to try and say it and then accidentally say something I don't mean to say because I'm a buffoon.
Kindly call off your headhunter.
What? He succeeded! Yay! Hello, accountant, level 3. Work for me. And hey, look, carefree and creative works well together. The something flames. Calgary! My Canucks, Vancouver, had 3 games now. They won the first 4-5. We won the second 3-0. Then the third game, we won 15-0. Mercy. Alright. At least now Norfolk... Again, I know that's not the correct pronunciation. Is now connected. I need more money. While I'm waiting on money. I cannot. Let's get rid of that. See, sometimes you can resume play while you build if you want it to continue. Like I do. But it refuses. That's that. Now this stretch is the more challenging bit. So we will... Nope. No. Stop it. We will do this. And we'll do this. And then... on this stretch here is when we'll allow for all the extreme alternating of lanes. Then thinking, I still don't understand why that renders that completely. But oh well. I'd have to stare at it for a long period of time to figure out why on earth it does that. Music's not very loud. I can barely hear it, so I know you guys can't hear it, but... hang on. I'll just mute me for a minute, and then I'll turn the game volume way up. I'll turn it back down. Hello, Thatcher. People apologize for being late all the time, and they don't need to. I understand.
My brother spent some time
And
in
this guy's
England.
brother spent some time
His
in England.
accounts of how the railroad is used in mining there fascinated me. However, in America, we have considerably greater distances to overcome. A mammoth task.
A mammoth. Stupid, ugly-looking bridges. Grr. Just for no reason, the bridge has to go. Meh. I'm not bitter. Alright, so now at least we are connected between Norfolk and Washington. And also, thankfully, the bridges are kind of in the middle. So I can kind of just work this out. And yoink, 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 yoink. I don't have to worry about anything else. Well, I do. I need to build a supply tower, but I have no money. I feel like about a 3-year-old, but I'm having fun, and people are talking about hockey, which, if they're enjoying it, that's all that matters. Alright. Now, here's the big thing. Norfolk makes beer, which means Norfolk needs a steady supply of wheat. Because in this game, wheat turns into beer, and then everyone in the world wants beer. Literally every town has a demand for beer, which I suppose is realistic, at least to some degree.
You can gladly have this crap.
There's also, I think there's a demand for grain in every town as well.
Whatever you're doing, the reporter has it covered.
And, how exactly I'm going to get everything connected to everything else is the challenging part. Washington, do you have a demand for... No. You have a demand for...
My
You
spy
do have a
brought
demand
me
for
a
sugar.
real treat from your research department.
Huh. Well, how do you like them apples? You have a small demand for sugar. How about that? Alright, well, that's that. And if you have a small demand for sugar, then I have a big inkling that everyone has a demand for sugar. Also, can I obnoxiously turn this? No, I cannot. Howevs, I can do this instead. Okay, enough with the bridges game. I get it, you like bridges. Nope. And you have to do this here so that no matter which way is the right way, they can connect to it. Also, because this is a joining in here, we need to do that there, and we need to do this here. And then this will primarily just be for direction. Yeah, that'll work, that'll work, that'll work. Now we can connect either way to... I wonder... Can I create a bypass here? I think I can. Maybe. Maybe. Yes, I can. It's not very long, but it's something, and it may very well help me avoid problems. And I'm actually going to do that, and just have that do that, and say that about 18 more times. Just build the bridges and burn them down later. Alright, the big thing, here's the real kicker. Here's the real kicker. Fine. I don't like building all these big... I don't need it right now.
How many businesses do you want to connect?
Oh, that came out real forceful, like, didn't it? Oh, yeah, you can't really build through Indian reservations without paying them, which is the right thing to do, but from a game perspective, it's like, I don't want to pay you. But from real life, I totally agree. Can I not build a bridge here? I already have to build 18 million bridges, and I prefer to... Yeah, there we go. That's about as affordable as I can make that. Look at that. 3 bridges. Stupid rivers. Baltimore and Ohio, new connections. 10 stations currently. Yeah, I'm awesome. Oh, you can color text. Look at that. I thought, like, something got pulled down. I was like, what did he type? Alright, let's kind of speed time along a little. There we go. The parallel track will be much more affordable because I can use the same bridge. See? I'm mostly paying for... The bridge is almost free. How? Tell me in caps. Right, so that's that. Now I need to make sure that they can go between each other. Actually, I may just totally bypass. And because I can go probably around this. Yeah. I want to build as little bridge as possible here. Okay, well, I have to build that bridge, apparently. Alright, if I go up here, then the bridge can be as tiny as possible, and then I can get down to Wilmington. So I can get down to Wilmington for 307. Because they have beer too, but I'll tell you what I'll probably do is I'll probably just take from Reed Farm and just connect it this way. Problem is, there's going to be a ton of traffic through Reed Farm, but it's 45 versus a lot more than 45. Or I could connect it and then have a go around here, which I might do as well. Can I build a faster train yet? I cannot. I need 300 innovation points. And I only get 40 per month. Okay, now. I don't actually have anything running through Norfolk yet. Let's fix that. Go Reed Farm to Norfolk, which... Young breeding near Grant. I'm not buying a breeding company way over there. Alright. Now I can only connect to lanes 1 or 2.
I believe that the railroad will democratize mobility. It is a means of transport that should be open to all people. Not only because it is profitable, no, but because it opens up people's eyes to the world.
There we go. Add a locomotive. So many trains have to connect from Norfolk here. Because they're the only ones with the beer. Okay, I don't care which one there. Norfolk needs to prioritize beer. Your export needs to be good night, nurse. Primarily beer. Let's see, Norfolk to Washington needs to also be primarily beer.
Baltimore is growing and thriving. That is mainly thanks to the railroad that you built. Well done.
I try. Prioritize exporting beer to Baltimore. Go there. Although they do have liquor. I wonder what you need for liquor. What does Baltimore need to make liquor? Norfolk. Beer. New York. I don't care what you bring back, but prioritize taking beer. Todder. Now here's the other big kicker. Tons of people want wheat. Everyone has a small demand for wheat. You know, to make bread and... Oh, I actually have wheat up here. Okay, well then... Does Nolan Breeding take anything to Washington? Because if they do, then I really don't need to be concerned about... They do. I just need to make one and send it to... Prioritize that. Send it over here to Pittsburgh. Boom. That will take the wheat that way. Which probably, frankly, the smarter thing to do, not that anybody cares, would be to have put a... Actually, there's wheat right there that could connect down to instead of running it along the line that I already have and filling up the... Yeah, actually, you know what? Retrospect. Well, I will do that for now. Oh, we have got a clump up. This is going to Baltimore. This is going to Baltimore. Why are both New York to Baltimore's just sitting here? Let's see here. Connection bonus. You witch of a human. Just right smack dab in the middle of Wilmington, which, granted, is what I'm doing too, but I had plans, woman. I had plans. Fine. I'll just build
What? Another station?
a bigger, better
That's
station.
not a nice sight.
And I will do the jerk thing and say that you can't go around. Grrr. Darn it all. She basically can't leave. Anything that she builds will have to go around the other way. Just imagining building a station while you knew that somebody else had plans. They build the station, then get the tracks laid faster, and you find out that you literally can't do anything. Okay, so we'll do this and that and that. We'll grab a supply tower and plop it in this range here. So now at least Wilmington can connect to here. Sorry, how to respond to a text message. There we go. So that will deliver the wheat. Now the big thing is I need meat delivered. And the closest place that I currently have that can deliver meat is Baltimore. So let's send that down to Wilmington. I don't really care what else it takes, but it needs to... I literally told you to prioritize meat, and you loaded up with nothing... No meat. Just mail. I don't care about mail. Get them food. Also, we have a slight holdup. Who's waiting on who? You're waiting on New York to Baltimore. You're waiting on Norfolk to Washington. Alright, well, looks like nothing's being held up horribly. Ooh. Good. Chief Engineer is also creative, which is gonna reduce the construction cost of all buildings. I don't really care, but thanks. Inventor can provide me with innovation points, but I have to hire them, of course. Identifies defects in objects being auctioned subsequently. Reduces the price of your next successful auction by 25%.
When I tell people about my plans for the railroad, they only see the problems.
Oh, whoops.
Laying the tracks, maintenance costs, labor costs.
I'm dumb. I'm very dumb.
As if a fleet of stagecoaches were cheaper. And don't tell me these mountains of raw materials are supposed to be transported by horses.
They built a supply tower over this route, too. There we go. Frankly, I should probably build sidetracks. I don't need sidetracks. They're fine. Everybody's waiting on somebody. They're probably waiting on them. There we go. Can you get going now? No. Somebody in your... Oh, yep. Look at that. Train party! Is there a maintenance building in Pittsburgh? There is. I doubt that there's a maintenance building in either Wilmington or Norfolk, so we'll get those built. Oh, they are cheaper because of my chief engineer. Look at that. Apparently a poll went in. Good. 2 people went for good, and 2 people went for I love pizza. It's a random breakdown. Cool. I can now build a better train, 5 miles per hour faster, and has 8% more traction.
Oh, this new locomotive looks adventurous.
Yeah, but I need 500,000. Increased speed. How am I doing on tasks? I still need Baltimore and Toledo. Toledo's up near all these lakes. There's Buffalo. Toledo only needs to... I need to veer off from Wilson Farm here. Actually, let's work on that. I can upgrade this. I can expand it to a twofer. And we'll just do that. Here's the big thing. Pittsburgh needs both meat, which it's getting from Baltimore, and beer. Do I have anybody... No, I don't... Go away, Pittsburgh. Do I have... Are you connected to anyone making beer? Increase the transportation fee per freight car by 8%. Nice.
It's probably
Hey-o.
just another one of your little mistakes, but could it be that you just placed a bid?
No. Are you connected to Norfolk? Yes, you are. Good. So you are getting beer. The most important import. We're doing pretty good with money, which means if we're doing pretty good with money, then my company value should be going up. Buy one of your competitors' companies, that's an optional task by 1945. And by 1938, connect 10 rural. Oh, right, liquor. I need fruit and sugar. Well, good news. That's actually a very doable prospect. Although my tracks are getting busy already. Alright, that's something. Let's slow down time. Let's upgrade all of my trains. Ow. So much money. But now at least all of my trains are these Speedy Gonzaleses here. Look, we actually have a coal dude. Booyah. Deliver all 7 of your grains. The other thing that I need are
You understand your
fruit.
craft, I must admit. I hope that we will fight over land and rails for a long time to come.
Yeah. Oh, there's fruit up here. Good. Excuse me, I need some fruit. Let's do a standard train station. We'll build it back here.
You're getting too close. Stop pestering me.
Uh-huh. It wants me to build a bridge again. Stop it with the bridges. About to name you Jeff. Whoa. Can I? I'm gonna have to build a bridge, aren't I? Or I could just really just, if you can't beat them, join them with bridges and build a ginormica one. I'm not gonna do that. How? Oh, that is quite the incline. How do I want to do this? Because I could just do this. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna have to do. Do that like so. I need more money. But I want to make liquor in the game. Legion. Hello. That's why I called it I Am a Child at Heart. I have way too much fun. But hello, Legion. I have far too much fun in this game. I mean, I could do something obnoxious like
Your trains might be fast,
But I still
do
need a
they also
bridge.
provide a decent level of comfort?
I wonder... I'm gonna build that, because if I choose to not use the bridge, I can. But I feel like it's gonna be... That's not even my railroad here. I feel like... Yeah, it's even more expensive because the bridge is huge. Ugh. Yeah, alright. And then I just need to do this and run a parallel back up the hill on the other side. On the other side, though. How expensive is this going to be? 108. It's not horrible. Oh, oops. Hang on. I need to build this to do this. And then I could still do this and it'll be fine. They just have to travel on one of these 2 lanes. Okay. That's not horrible. We're not doing horribly, I don't think. How you doing, Legion? Having a good day? There we go. Now I just need to do the carryover here. It's very laid back. It's extremely laid back, but given I love trains, just period. I like trains. To most people, you could say, do you want to go to a train museum? And they're going to look at you as if you've grown like a third eye or something. But I personally just love them. And I would go, sure, I will take a look at train history. Why not? Let's build it here. There's one heck of an incline. This is where a freight train would do well, because there's just no 2 ways about it. It's going to take forever to get up. Oh well. Get the fruit to the Baltimore. Yeah, look, we're going... Oh, okay, that's now gone up too. We're now at over 100% capacity for these tracks, which just means we're more and more likely to have hold-ups at Baltimore. Not like you've been robbed type of hold-ups, but waiting to get into Baltimore. So the nice news is that these guys can absolutely book it downhill. Well, by book it, I mean reach basically max speed. But downhill, not so much. Okay, how are we doing on... We're doing fine on funds. Oh, this is just straight up 1 mile per hour faster. Actually, let's do this. And the reason that I want to increase the train maintenance is because... Ooh, you've been to a train museum in Oklahoma? I mean... I went to a... Because I see Star saying that he prefers planes over trains. I went to a... naval base, I think. Oh, you worked at one when you were cast as a conductor for the Polar Express train ride? Oh, that's cool. I don't remember where it was, but I went to like a naval base, I think in Florida.
The Great Lakes are a long way away, and many of them never want to go there.
Apparently I completed a task.
This is because they
Yep.
have only just arrived in the new world.
By
But
20%
think about their children.
shares.
They won't want to spend their entire lives on the
where's
East
Toledo?
Coast when a vast land of unimaginable possibilities lies before them.
Can I cannot. I cannot do a twofer anywhere. I can do a twofer here, but that doesn't really matter. I want to get through. I will create a loop here. That's what I will do. So let's get a train station in Toledo. Yoink. Let's go ahead and join it up. But I went to a naval base, and you'd think, what's that have to do with planes? It was all about aircraft carriers, so there's a ton and a half of planes. It's really cool. It sounds so boring, and I thought it was boring when I was younger, but now it's like, I would love to go back and appreciate the history and the mechanical marvels. Fine, you know what? I'll pay for the bridge. I'll buy the
Big
stupid
dream
bridge.
has become reality. Baltimore now has a direct connection to the Great Lakes. This will speed up the trade of goods and help bring more prosperity to the city.
I gotta perform on a moving train 5 times a day, 5 days a week for a month and a half. That actually sounds pretty fun, actually. If I didn't get sick, like motion sickness, which I probably would. Alright, well that's at least that task completed, even though... What is Toledo? Toledo got meat? Alright, so yeah, we do need the cows. We do... I have over 3,500 miles of track now. But yeah, I've seen all those planes, and I've been on a battleship. I've been on the USS Alabama, which is in Mobile, Alabama, and I've been on the... They have a submarine there, and I can tell you, just straight up, I mean, if I had to, I suppose I'd learn to live with it, but I don't think I have the mentality necessary to live on a submarine. You find more interest in tanks? Hey, no, that's cool too. I'd go to a tank museum. I mean, I was at Gettysburg. That has nothing to do with tanks, but it has to do with cannons. And they have all kinds of cannons that you can look at and kind of read about. Let's go ahead and create kind of a loop over here. No, let's just do this. Also, supply tower. I need to have one between these two. Let's do that. What if I create kind of a loop here? Nope, stop it. Nope, stop it. I don't think I've ever been to a museum about tanks. So that would be kind of fascinating. Just a big old loop here. Although the game does not want to let me make a big old loop. There we go. Just for an overabundance of excessiveness. There we go. Then we'll do... and this, and then just no matter which way you go, I want you to stop before you go this way. Let's supply it. Honestly, actually, can I make it? Why did I do this? Why? Why did I do this? Somebody tell me why I'm so stupid. If I do this... No, that's very dumb, isn't it? That's very dumb, is what that is. And now, take 2 on the dumb. I mean, you gotta understand, not only is personal space just no longer a thing, which I could probably survive, if we're being honest. I could probably do it just fine. But on top of that, yeah, that'll work. It's just... There's something about, and maybe you have to have something like MS in order to completely understand this, but there's something about, I could sit and watch TV all day. I could. Putting aside whether or not I should. That's, but I could sit and watch TV. Yeah, it's not gonna... Yeah, that's why I didn't want to make it a roundabout. Okay. Oh, I need more money. And I'd be fine, but as soon as you're told that you cannot get up, you cannot do anything else, that messes with you. And I think that people have seen that a little bit, actually, with COVID, frankly. All of a sudden, you're not allowed to go any place, and you probably weren't going to go any place anyways, but now, because you're not allowed, it's... And knowing that you just straight up cannot go anyplace because outside is crushing water. I just... Yeah, if something goes wrong, everything goes wrong. It's not for me. Okay, so I've got cows being delivered to Toledo. I should probably deliver meat. Well, anything that Pittsburgh might want, I suppose. And then if you want cheese or cloth, I guess you can have it. And then I will prioritize one, which is mail and passengers, over to Toledo. But again, if they don't have mail or passengers, they can... Oh, well, look at that. They actually do want cloth. That'll earn me a smidge of money. Wilson Farm is a 2 for now, which is good.
I believe in America, but I don't care for you. Don't bring that thing near me.
Oh, great. I need another $500,000 to upgrade my trains. Again. But the traction power is nice. Also, I should probably build a thing until... Oh, actually, I'm already at $500,000. Booyah. Money's
It seems to me
coming
you're
in.
broke.
I'm
Just
fine.
this once, I'll help you out
I
with some
had...
cash.
Look at this.
Be more careful next time.
I still had 69 grand left. You let me go down to 3 grand before you gave me 2 million last time. Oh well. Jackson marvels at technological wonders. President leaves coach at home. President Andrew Jackson boarded a passenger car of the Baltimore and Ohio Railroad. Booyah. Becoming the first U.S. president to travel by a train. I can do a promoter. Let's promote Baltimore. Why not? Get more people in Baltimore. Do it. What am I doing? So, what's the next task? I need to buy 20 shares from a competitor, which now that I've been given $2 million makes that task a lot easier. How much will $2 million get me? Well, let's buy 10 shares.
So you want a piece of my cake for yourself, huh?
No, not when you word it that way. No, I do not. I am...
Your security measures are a joke.
Not-
My spy had an easy ride.
I am not getting enough cloth. So I'm going to set up a second train.
As a child, I already had a wooden train set. You too? Or do you still have it?
I probably still have it. No, shut up. Let's get that second train of cloth. That might... work well. Do I want the meat industry in Buffalo? I mean, sure. Now the big question is he supplying my meat thing with cattle? Looks like he is. I mean, I doubt that I'm actually making enough money to... Are you profitable at all? Purchase price profit last week, 2 grand. Well, you're making something. Oh. Gimme. New York's growing. I can actually build something up here. Let's build beer. Yeah, let's build a beer place. That's what breweries are called nowadays, just beer places. You do better if you're in the middle. But that's not happening, so I'll just build my brewery by the lake. Now,
Say,
I need
are you a bit slow?
to make
I have
sure
already bid.
that we are delivering grain specifically. He's waiting for track clearance, but once there is track clearance, we should be fine. We have a pile up here. Well, we're not doing horribly. It's 1833. The nest.
Faster and faster all the
It's 840.
time.
So I've got
That
7
has
years.
nothing to do with traveling in style.
The big thing is increasing the company value to that 20 million. Boom. I now have the fastest train. Let's kind of crank time forward a smidge. Where else could I expand to? I mean, I could expand down to Charleston. Just because I can, I guess. Really, it would be nice if there was some place down here making meat that wasn't just stuck behind a amount of rail. I can't even talk. What can I do here? I have to build. I'm building bridges. I'm building many bridges. I don't even know how easily I can get to Augusta. Okay, let's see. I mean, okay. That's doable. Boom.
What? Another station? That's not a nice sight.
Look how expensive this is. Look how many bridges. I've spent my entire playthrough avoiding bridges, and now I'm building 1, 2, obnoxious, 4. Ugh. I have a question. At this point, why bother to build up this tiny little stretch of land? I mean, I'm doing it. Just cracks me up. Oh, it's so long. Oh no, I've done the thing. Spent my entire professional career avoiding bridges. I can actually, if I do this just right, I don't have to build as many bridges. Oh, a tunnel. Why not? Let's tunnel it. Tunnels are fun. Tunnels and bridges. Let's just all the tunnels, all the bridges. Which one am I on? Am I on the top one? I'm on the bottom one, so I need to go to the... I'm lost. Where am I going? There I am. Am I... So this would travel this way and would be on the right? Okay. Should have done that first. Ugh. All the bridges, all the tunnels, all the money. I love how he's like, I'll give you this loan of $2 million. I've spent it. Okay. Not particularly pretty, but I got it done. Okay. That will do, hopefully, a fairly good job of supplying meat to Wilmington and Norfolk there. No, it's wrong buttons. From Augusta. So prioritize meat and leather. Take it up to Wilmington. Prioritize bringing beer back. Alright, and then prioritize meat and leather. You can take other stuff if you want. Go up to Norfolk. Prioritize beer coming back. And then there's probably a demand for wheat. Whether or not it's being filled by her.
Believe me, it is isn't
Jeez.
easy to survive in this world of men.
TBD.
These old men with beards and tailcoats think that the world is at their feet. And women too. But they should not expect that from me.
Mm-hmm. Oh, there's actually no
I hope you
suitable.
don't mind if I go into competition with your station.
What are you Reed Farm to Wilmington? Well, yeah, but you're gonna eventually need. There's just no demand for the wheat right now. It's not that there's no suitable freight. When you get a chance, check out your Discord. Where's my phone? Livestock near Jacksonville. Literally nobody bid on it. There's a reason.
I'm
Nobody
sure it
wants
won't bother you that my spy took a quick look around your research department.
I mean, yeah, it bothers me, but don't feel like you're gonna check with me first. What's in my Discord? Oh, messages. I'm dumb. Oh, hey, look at that. That already looks
My spy brought
way more
me
interesting
a
than
real
anything
treat
I've
from
ever
your research
done.
department.
It's very cool. Hey, nice. Stop taking stuff from my research department. Who's hiring the guards? Ticket prices. The power of locomotives. I need that. Okay. Oh, there's a storm over Augusta. Uh-huh. I don't remember what storms do, but they certainly do something. I can do a market crier, which will get me more passengers, a promoter, will put more people in Baltimore, and an auctioneer who will enable you to start an auction for a rural business or factory that might even belong to one of your competitors, which I don't need to do. Whoop, I unplugged my headphones. It's amazing how often I do that by accident. Bad condition? Well, that sounds like a personal problem. Did I not build?
Unfortunately,
Oh, I did not.
one of your
Oops.
trains didn't make it.
Okay, how are we doing on, like, company value and 13, almost $14 million. I can do bonds? What is this nonsense? Hang on. No, come back. I didn't even know this was a thing. I've played this game for way too many hours to not know this is a thing. Current share price, your shares. Do I make money off of this stock? Like the real stock market? Probably goes up and down. I'm probably supposed to, like, buy and sell it. That's probably how that goes. But we'll just buy, like... This is how you're supposed to play the stock market. Not know what anything's worth is. And go, well, we'll just hang on to that for now and probably sell it later. This is how rich people do the stock market. Hope I can sell that for lots later. Look, I can make a profit of $656 if I sell everything right now. Or I can lose 24. Nope, I can. No, I'll just leave that there and We'll come back to you later. Oh, Augusta's growing. I love how I join up in Augusta and instantly... I'll build a tailor here. How about that? Instantly it's growing because I'm now helping. I do want to ride one of the trains that go... Hang on.
Some people think that I should hire a man to represent me in negotiations because I might not be taken seriously. But where's the fun in that for me?
Really, my sound effects are better anyway, aren't they? Now we're across the bridge. Now we'll go down into the tunnel. It's a surprising amount of detail in a game like this. The lights will turn on. Oh, gosh. Now I gotta go up this hill. I'd also look behind. If I was leaning out the edge, it would just donk my noggin. Oh wait, I can whistle. Dubstep with the whistle. Molten's losing it. Absolutely
There's
losing
another
it.
station here now.
Where are you building all your stations? Oh, well, we're sharing on the Collins estate. Where else have you built stations? Because you said something about a... Train is waiting for clear route. You should be able to go... Oh, have I not? That be why. I wondered why you were waiting. I failed at my duties. Do I have a crossover here? I do. I just failed at my duties. Clear and simple. There we go. That ought to fix you up in a minute. You're waiting for Wilson Farm to Pittsburgh, right? Well, now you can go because now there's... Yeah, I'm dumb. I make the best sound of... I've always thought about doing a voice back, but didn't think anybody wanted one. Except me.
There's
That just
another
seems a little
station here
arrogant.
now.
What are you doing, man? Oh. You built a station in Toledo? Alright. Time to deploy the jerk move 3000. Wait, hang on. Hang on. I got this. And then just like that. Literally no purpose for it at all, other than we want to. Hang on, I can't do that. Just force you to build over or under. Because I can. Anyway. I'm hitting buttons. Alright. Breakdowns due to the weather. I don't know why. It's perfectly fine here. Perfectly calm. When will this storm... It's better than snow. Snow will slow you down a whole bunch. I'd like to know what your job is, because you're just staring at the wood. You're not doing anything with it. You're just staring at it. Oh, I do need to still finish Task Force Cholesterol. I put that on indefinite hiatus, and don't you, Tomad. Too late. Tomad's there now. Look at all this. You can make him go faster. Now we're like breaking the sound barrier. Alright, we're almost at 1 million. I should be able to... Okay, you go to wherever, I don't care. I can do a professor if I give you... Yeah, I'll pay you some innovation points. I can get you to sabotage... Let's sabotage the Don and his train station in NY. C, I assume. I assume it's NYC. Because it's a city. Yeah, it's NYC. It's such a jerk thing to do. It's not going anywhere. It's just so that he can't go straight. Oh, I love it. I love how I didn't deface, like, the war. I mean, I did. I made these huge chasms.
Send your damn saboteurs packing.
Well. I think I upset him, but now at least his train station is inoperable. Where? What? What? So there's a breakdown, I thought, due to bad condition, but I don't...
When trains stand still, they lose your money. And I think that's a good thing.
Uh-huh. Well, I have thingamajigs everywhere. They don't need snipers, they have defender. Right, so there is a... How would I literally can't. How would I connect to there? I would have to do this and kind of go around like this, and then... Yeah, that's pretty. I get paid to... I think, New York actually needs some wood. Oh, actually, I can go across if I... Nope, I failed. Alright. This is the most obnoxiously... Yep.
Congratulations. You're doing some excellent work, and your company has greatly increased in value.
Of course, that's the
Just
one that I
as
get the
I'd hoped it
congratulations.
would.
That checks out. They do need wood, so that works out. However, let's look at the trains here. In New York, which line are you going to? Let's go to line 2. There we go. Where are you going? In New York, you're on line 2. Alright, well, we're down to... That is the ugliest... Look at this. Look. To get from here to here. We're going... Oh, it's so ugly. Also, I should have some of these. If this river goes even slightly up, this entire ditch is filled in, but alright. Put a supply tower right there. Where is this? Again, I don't want your livestock place. I need to buy 9 more shares, and of course your money's making buku bucks.
If you own enough shares in your competitor, you can merge with them and incorporate their routes and buildings with yours. Your
I
competitor
don't want to.
will
I want my
then
money
be out
back.
of business for good. Well done. You now possess your first block of shares in a competitor.
I did, and then I sold them all immediately. So I just need to achieve a company value of $20 million.
Oh, don't make such a fuss.
I just
A
sold
bit
your
of bad
shares
press
back to
never
you.
hurt anyone.
But no. Fine, I'll send a person after you. Take that. So we've got these random breakdowns. That would be nice if those weren't happening. I've got 3. Ugh. Toledo could use some wood. Oh. Oh, hey, actually, have a need for this track now. But I still will, panicking. We'll still kind of just nonchalantly build that track to look like that. It's not pretty, but it works. And more importantly, hopefully it stops Mr. Don Man from... I think I saw somebody asking what folks' favorite movie was. I think so. I'm very curious what people's favorite movies are, frankly. Let's get that wood delivered to Toledo since they've got a lumber mill. That might be beneficial to them. %95 deflection chance, right? Have fun eating. I've got Chipotle getting cold down there for me. Not a sponsor, but darn it all, they could be. I love how I actually...
The prosperity on the East Coast.
I forced her to build a bridge.
I like that.
Yes.
There are many places there that are dear to me, especially Baltimore. But this wealth is also causing people to become lazy. I hope there will be
would
enough
love
people
to
like
see
me
my
who
secondary
feel the
optional
urge to
task.
travel farther west.
By 1945, I need to buy one of my competitors' companies. I need to be making way more money than... Look at this. Look at all these tracks. It's like, we're not going to multi-use anything. I'm going to build... Look at this. Look at... Now, nothing's held up here. But you've got four tracks going into one, going into two, going into 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Actually, she's got track going over itself. I wonder how you do that. That'd be nice. Because it's 2 goes this way and 2 that comes this. You had beans on toast. Was that or fish for the 3rd night in a row? And that's a nope from me, Chief. Look at this. I would love to know how that's done. Actually, let's just test out here in the... Oh, we have a hold up an aisle problem. We'll take a look at that in a minute. Let's look at this. Oh, I need to have track connecting to track. Well, then I can't actually test my... Alright, now we've got a hold up, and whenever we've got a hold up like this, we can't actually unhold it
Things are
up.
going better for you than I'd expected.
Yeah. That'll fix my hold up problem. I'd like to build this as far back as I can. And then I would like to build these guys as far forward as I can. That way, hopefully, actually, let's do this. That way, I should be able to fit whole trains in there. I've got to wait on track clearance because I reset some trains, unfortunately. There's no real way around that. Barbecue pulled pork sandwich. Nice. I'm actually doing fine on money. So can I increase my value by buying more and more stock? Because if that's the case, I mean, sign me up. now I have way more money in shares. I mean, my actual cash value
no,
is
it looks
lower.
like one of your trains has a problem.
Spend all the money. Actually, I should probably track and see what things at what and then buy them low and use brain.
A little competition creates business, so my new station won't do any harm.
It's okay, dog. I forgot I had Mexican Coke right beside me. I should have been drinking that this whole time. So, fun fact, in case you didn't know for whatever reason, like Mexicoke or Mexican Coke is Coca-Cola, but made with
Are you enjoying yourself? Don't
cane
invade
sugar.
my space.
instead of high fructose corn syrup. There's a definitive difference in taste, and it's much better. It's kind of fun because it's bottled in Mexico, and all the labels are actually in Spanish. They had to put a special American
Your station was so lonely.
label
Now
on it.
it has some company.
XCOM on Friday? Friday is Christmas, so we won't be streaming on Christmas because we'll be spending time with our families, hopefully. Saturday, probably maybe. Saturday, there's a probably maybe stream. Keep an eye on all of the bells and subscribing and following and all of that, and Discord, and we'll let you know. Company be worth more money. I've got $2 million in the locomotives. I just need to keep expanding, I guess. Oh, problems in Charlotte.
What were you thinking, setting these newspaper hacks on me? Did I allow myself to be lulled in by your good looks? That won't happen to me again.
Uh-huh. Why would I hire an accountant that's worse at her job and doesn't get along as well? Why would I do that? Why, game? Look at this. Look. Just combine them to get... I mean, I understand that he's doing a roundabout, and I probably could do...
Hey, there's finally something going on in this city.
Baltimore
Don't you
shaking.
think?
Let's see, so a university increases my innovation by fulfillment of demand, or increases the number of people traveling to the city, and there's 6 billion different attractions. Let's help fulfill some of the demand here. Boom, got a museum. If I had my way, it's a train museum. Yeah, it is. It's a railway museum. All right. Why aren't you making liquor? It's not like... Do you not have your fruit and sugar? Your fruit? You don't. What about your sugar? We've got the sugar. We don't have the fruit. All right. Guess we will get another train bringing that in. To your many overused... I really should probably put a roundabout. But there's not really space. I mean, I could do this and bring it over. Also, Baltimore has expanded across the river now. But there's no way across except walking, apparently. Or train. Have you guys seen a game called Absolver? It's like Kung Fu Dark Souls. I have not. Oh, I can build something in Norfolk. What is close to you? I could make a distillery, and there's fruit right there. Let's build a distillery. I don't know who wants liquor, but all right. Let's do a small train station here.
I'd preferred if you built your stations elsewhere.
Uh-huh. I have a feeling that every correspondence I get from her is like on an old-timey telephone. Nope, 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 nope. I need to join this into the... Oh, well, it's not pretty, but it works. Now, can I... Oh, I can. Good. Literally. Oh, there we go. Not pretty, but it works. Okay. I only really need this to connect to Norfolk up here. Oh, no. No. That's right. I can only connect to 1 or 2. That's right. Here we go. Bring the fruit. And... is there a line going from Smith Farm to... There's not.
I'll tell you one thing. We should join forces. You're more on the ball than I had thought.
No.
Together we can conquer the world. No? Okay, your loss.
There, let's get the sugar delivered. Who are you waiting on? You're waiting for Smith Farm to Washington. Oh, which is broken down. Got it. Makes sense. Actually, a lot of people probably want corn. Which I'm not helping with, am I? I can probably connect... You broke down because you were in bad condition. Which... really... No. What do you...
Oh dear, there seems to be a little problem with one of your locomotives.
Oh, let's go ahead and build. I mean, it might cost me in the long run. Because it might slow somebody down. Because, see, the train still takes up the track when it's being worked on. Yeah. Add any blocked words, the more... If it will make a movie rated R, for example... If that doesn't make any sense to you, then let me know. But if it'll make a movie rated R... then block it. Alright, so we still want this to be going that way. I want this to be doing this. Oh, that's right. That's why you don't do that. Mm-hmm. Can I build a better train? That's slower. Oh, I can. Look at that. Oh, that's for freight. It's 24. I can research
This vehicle reminds me of my grandmother. Worn out and slow.
Oh, I forgot about that. So actually, I only want to replace... I forgot that's a voice line. Anything that goes to King Preserve, I want to be... this, because it's got better traction. I think that's only one of a couple. There is this incline to get into New York, NYC. Wow, there's a holdup in NYC in there. Nothing comes through. This is just people dropping things
Your security measures are a joke. My spy had an easy ride.
Can we please hit? Oh, I'm so close to bay.
Baltimore is prospering. The upswing can be felt along the entire East Coast, thanks to the dense rail network. And since you have connected the Great Lakes and cities such as Toledo, the United States have grown a little bit closer together again.
My dear, now you're getting too successful for my liking.
How did I do on score? I don't care about the history lesson. Excuse me. I completed 10 out of 11 tasks far before when you told me to do it. And you didn't give me the best rating. I can actually continue playing. So length of game, I had 36 rail lines, 18 stations, 4.5 thousand miles of track, wagons on duty, 176. It's not horrible. I'll take it. It works. Hang on, I need to look at my phone. I see. Load Discord. Load. The scenario will now be continued. If you've not completed, you can catch on in order to increase your score. You can quit the game at any time to view your score again. You will gain innovation points until the end of 1850. Yeah, okay. I would like to sell all of my stocks now. Nope. Nope. What have I done? Nope. I'm going to lose significant amounts of money on all of the stock. Can I please make the stocks go up somehow? Actually, I'll take the loss. Just give me all the money. So I'll actually get the money and... Stock's bad. Apparently. How much do I need to merge? $28 million. Woo-hoo-wee. Oh, there's a hold up an aisle there. Okay. Let's look at the rating, which has not gone up any. I'm still stuck at office manager. I at least want to be the CEO. Why do you hate me, game? Okay. Alright. So we kind of completed that. What I'm going to attempt to do... Hang on. I'm going to attempt to get the PlayStation to stream properly. We'll see how far we get. Last half hour of the stream, I'm not going to get much done. If I can successfully stream, I'll be thrilled. Also, we're at 99 followers, so if somebody's watching who hasn't followed, or if you're watching the stream replay on Twitch, or, well, yeah, Twitch or YouTube, and you haven't followed, I would appreciate a good old-fashioned free follow. That'll get us up to 100. Let's see here. If I had to guess, I'd have to go over to settings, captures and broadcasts. Oh, I can't even broadcast it 4K. Good to know. Right, so would I press this button? Okay, broadcast. Can't broadcast. Start broadcasting. Play. I see. Now if I press the broadcast button, what happens? Besides my TV going to whoever knows how long. or loud broadcast. Gameplay you broadcast may include personal information of you or any other player, such as real names and online IDs. You should have other players' permission before you blah 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 blah. Twitch. Oh, link account. Don't say passwords out loud. Sometimes saving. Seems way too excited for this test. Connecting your account with your YouTube account, you acknowledge and agree the information you choose to blah blah blah. Twitch will not publicly display your YouTube account information if you no longer want to share this information. Oh, it'll just export it. Will that be handy? You've linked your Twitch account. Okay, I'm gonna end the stream. Start up a stream. I think off of my PlayStation in a second, and see if everything works correctly. And if it does, we'll stream Destiny for 20 minutes. More of just being a guinea pig. So if you guys will you should just be able to keep watching the same Twitch page as long as it doesn't kick you someplace else. And it should just start up automatically. But thank you for watching this stream. We'll go to the end screen, and then we'll end it a little prematurely than I normally do. So again, I think you can stay here, and it will just switch streams in a minute. But we'll be right back, I think. Hopefully. Okay, bye.